What is going on, guys? It's your boy Trent back with a video. Today we're going to talk about what NFL teams should draft Matt Corral and why. Now, this is just my opinion, so you may agree, you may disagree. But I've asked many Ole Miss fans the same question. I've asked many fans, these NFL teams, the same questions. I've heard many responses, many great answers. Many people have great takes on this question. So I really don't think there's a right or wrong answer to the question. But we'll hear y'all's feedback on this as well. So if you don't mind commenting, we'll hear y'all's feedback on this as well. But what NFL team should draft Matt Corral and why? Now, the past couple years, since Lane Kiffin has been here at Ole Miss, and we had Jeff Lebby here at Ole Miss the last couple years, Lane Kiffin and Jeff Lebby have been doing a RPO offense. Now, RPO stands for Run Pass Option. And pretty much what it means and kind of what happens. Now, a lot of times in the huddle, and I don't know if Ole Miss actually does this, but a lot of these teams actually call run in the huddle, but the quarterback has the option of what he wants to do. Now, of course, when the quarterback says hut, he's going to do what he thinks is best for the play. If he thinks it's best giving the ball to the running back, he's going to get to the running back. If he thinks the best option is to pass the ball, he's on pass. It's Corral's option. Corral can do whatever he wants to do. And pretty much Lane Kiffin and Jeff Lebby have trusted Corral and let him do what he wants to do. But that is the type of offense Corral has been running the last couple years in his Ole Miss career. Now, that's what he's used to. That's what he's the most familiar with. Now, I'm sure Corral could do some other type of offense. But, of course, if this is something you're used to, this is something you've done the last couple years, this is what's going to come more natural to you. So, a couple teams to watch out for. Once again, in my opinion, the Steelers, the Broncos, the Washington Commanders, and also the Saints is other team as well. Now, I would have said the Saints a couple weeks ago, but with Sean Payton, no one with the Saints, and with them not having a coach, I don't know. Of course, nobody knows who the new coach for the Saints will be. I know I've seen it could be the Saints defensive coordinator, could be the Lions defensive coordinator coming in to New Orleans. So the Saints right now is a question mark. Also the Saints having some problems with the cap room. What they're going to do this offseason, I don't know. But the Saints are going to have some cap problems for sure. So they're going to have to release some players. Sign a bunch of guys in the draft. They got to do something. So I know a bunch of Ole Miss fans want to see him go to the Saints just because the Saints is one of the closest teams here to Mississippi. There's a bunch of Ole Miss fans down in South Mississippi as well. So if he played for the Saints, it wouldn't be that far of a drive for a lot of Ole Miss fans. That's why a bunch of Ole Miss fans want to see him play for the Saints. Now, talking about the Broncos. Now, the Broncos have just not developed a lot of quarterbacks in recent years. Of course, as a fan, I want to see Corral, be successful. And that's for any Ole Miss player, I want to see him be successful, have a good career. Of course, be a Hall of Famer one day. But the Broncos just don't have too much talent around them. They do have a couple of pretty good running backs, but talking about receivers, they don't have too many options at receivers, or not good enough receivers in my opinion. I mean, you do have Jerry Jeudy, Sutton as well. But just for me, I would like to see Corral have more weapons around him. Now, talking about the Washington Commanders. Now, this is my opinion of why I don't want to see him go to Washington. And Washington has had a bunch of stuff going with them the last recent years. Of course, they just changed their name. Of course, it used to be called the Redskins. Just a bunch of just stuff going up there in Washington. Kind of divided fan base right now. And it's just not a good situation to go to. Not really a huge fan of some of their coaching staff either up there in Washington. Just there's really not too many weapons up there either. Just not many receivers. I mean, they do have a good running back up there with Antonio Gibson, but I don't want to see him go to Washington either. So talking about the Steelers, this is where I would love to see Corral go to, as the Steelers. Now, I kind of feel like the Steelers are in the best shape, have the most talent around them. I love Coach Mike Tomlin. I think he's a great coach. And, of course, you know, the Steelers just had Big Ben retire. And the Steelers, I mean, even if you think about Big Ben, very physical, strong quarterback. Corral's kind of the same way. May not be the tallest, but Corral's tough, man. That is one thing Ole Miss fans love about him. He's very, very tough, not scared of nothing. I can promise you, Steelers are going to love his toughness for sure. But when you think about it, the Steelers, I mean, of course, they have Najee Harris, which had an amazing season for the Steelers this year. And then talking about receivers, you got Chase Claypool, JJ Smith-Suture as well. I can't even say his name, but now the offensive line, not as good as what I want it to be. Now, Corral was sacked 25 times this year for Ole Miss, so I do want to see Corral, you know, be protected more and, of course, go to a team with a good offensive line. So, really, that's my biggest question. But I posted the same question in some Steelers fan groups, and most of them are actually wanting Mason Rudolph to have a chance this year or go with the local kid in Kenny Pickett. Now, of course, Kenny Pickett played at Pittsburgh this year, and, of course, you know, Pittsburgh, you know, not too far from the Pittsburgh Steelers, just right up the road. So a bunch of them kind of want to see the hometown kid come up there to Pittsburgh or give Mason Rudolph a chance. So, but for me personally, love to see him play for the Steelers, but I know most Ole Miss fans want to see him play for the Saints. So whether y'all's thoughts and feedback on this as well, if you agree, disagree, just where do you want to see Corral play for? I mean, no matter where he goes to, hey, Ole Miss fans, we're going to support Corral no matter what. Of course, he plays down south, plays up north, plays in Florida, California, New York. Wherever he goes to, we're going to support him no matter what. And, of course, just wishing the best of luck for sure. But Ole Miss fans, we're going to miss him. I mean, one of the best quarterbacks we ever had. And we just thank him for his time here at Ole Miss. But anyway, that is it for the video. So please leave a like. Don't forget to comment your thoughts and opinions on this as well. And also, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button as well. I would really appreciate it. But that is it for the video. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Hotty toddy.